Why am I so tiny?
Hi, Mandy. Can you hear
Yes, I can.
me? Okay. Can I please get yours to
Yes, I will type it in the chat. Here you go. Mhm.
this
Yes. Um, it's it's a paper.
Okay. Is it already?
I have some of it. I'm still so-called working on it. This is so-called draft before I submit the official one. So right now it's the draft of it. It's the draft version of the paper.
Yeah. So am I gonna help you uh with the part that you haven't written yet, or the part that you've already written?
I think for now is the some more revision, and then can help with what I have.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and select. Okay. You are all signed in.
Okay.
You are
Should I share you
your screen.
the rubric first? I'll share the rubric.
Yeah. I mean, whichever one you want. I think that'll help. Then yes.
Yeah, this is re yeah, the rubric.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember what I told you about rubrics?
Aim for the 4 or 5 points. The
All
beginning. So,
for the highest.
mhm.
The stuff under 2 to 3 points or 0 to 1 points, ignore that. Pretend that it's not even there.
Mhm.
Aim for the highest score possible. That's what you want to do. Right?
Yes.
All right. Let me have a look at this first. Positive relationships and supportive interactions. So, form of interaction. You know what, Mandy?
Yes.
So
Is
a
the
good
apple?
bit of advice that you can keep in mind when you're constructing your paper piece
Mm-hmm.
by piece is you can get the specific details right here under the part that says 4 to 5 points. Highlight each section,
Mm-hmm.
copy paste it directly onto the document. Sure.
Um.
For example, part next to one introduction says observation, uh, title, children's background, observation, what triggered candidates' interest, survey, specific child's language development. So what I would do, I would get a bullet point that says production,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and underneath that, what kind of stuff
Mm-hmm.
that subtitles for children, another sub that, the one under that that says big monster. That says what triggered my interest observing the child. So you have like a sequence of points.
Mm-hmm.
They know that you gotta put specific bullet point in order to get the 5 points.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's how I
Mm-hmm.
learn box. That's how I learn. That makes sense.
Yes. Okay.
Description of focus and guidance, child caregiver relationship. Yeah, that part could be turned into.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The best possible score would require your respect. And a lot. Candidate provides examples to justify the child's learning of the 5 aspects of language knowledge and terms. So this is something that you would know says here and just the child's 5 language knowledge. So I'm not in this class.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that you know address that.
Mm-hmm.
And it also says before that part, candidate clearly demonstrates content targeted for learning by means of the observation assignment by making specific reference to phonemic, semantic, syntactic, morphemic, and magnetic development of the child observed. Okay, so Mandy, that's a
Yes.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Semantic, syntactic, morphemic, and pragmatic development. That happens to be 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if those are the 5 aspects of language knowledge that Rick says right here in the next sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but there are 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe aspects of language knowledge or something entirely different. I don't know. That's something that you would need to know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in this class.
Mm-hmm.
But it tells you right there everything that is required for the maximum amount of points.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I would turn all this into bullet points also. Have like a bullet point for phonemic development, another bullet point for semantic development, another for syntactic development, another for more phonic development,
Mm-hmm.
and magnetic development, child that you're observing.
Mm-hmm.
So according to this, you're going to need to explain each one of those.
Yes.
And then, like I said before, in the next sentence, it says you need to provide examples to justify the child's learning of the 5 aspects of language knowledge and any interdisciplinary learning. So, like I said before, I don't know if
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
focus specific bullet that will know what to look for, like certainly just remember after you've inserted information on your child, don't
Yes. Mm-hmm.
it's just that they're temporary reminders, a temporary checklist.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, scroll down to okay. Okay, it clearly states the specific domain of the step. It ties it to other domains of understanding that children use multimodal approach learning. And the examples demonstrate child's multimodal and interdisciplinary learning. Now, this one is about you completely understand the requirements of this one.
Mm-hmm. Hmm, um, I think with the modal, the modal and then the interdisciplinary, I don't, I don't get what they mean.
Okay, because not being your class, not exactly sure what your instructor is. Okay, so you know, you know how there are some learners who are more visual
Mm-hmm.
learners, and then other learners more audio learners,
Mm-hmm.
like stuff. And then there are learners who are kinesthetic learners. Those are the learners who learn best through movement.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So for those kind of learners, you would want to create activities where they could get up out of their seats and move around the classroom. So those are modes. That the style in which you teach a lesson, that's the mode. So let's say, for example, um, you have a bunch of pictures, and you put the pictures on the wall for the students to
Mm-hmm.
while have the pictures up there to show them as visuals. Okay, so that's visual. That's
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's one specific. Okay? So multimodal or multimodality just means that when you're teaching something in a classroom, you are providing more than one mode to teach the lesson. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have the visuals for them to look at, but then at the same time, you might also have uh, audio going on in the background. So, for example, a video that you show your students,
Mm-hmm.
that's multimodal because a video has an image that's playing, and then at the same time, the video is also uh, producing audio. So that's multimodal right there.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see. Gestures. Gestures can also be a mode. So when you're talking and you're explaining something to your students, you're making gestures with your hands, to provide some kind of visual uh, for your students to focus on. That's another mode. So that's multimodal right there. When you're talking, you're using your.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
And then let's really quick uh, find myself really quick of what uh, that,
Mm-hmm.
right. So basically, it means uh, that a student is going to learn from two or more areas. In other words, two or more subjects.
Mm, okay.
So let's say for example,
Mm-hmm.
remember word problem.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of a mathematical equation where it's nothing but numbers,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a sentence or maybe an entire paragraph that paragraph as the math problem. It just has it written out. That's uh, that's an example of your discipline. Your problems are because on the one hand, you have to solve that first problem.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you have to read it. So you're also getting
Okay.
practice and getting this.
Okay. Yes.
So it's just uh, subjects at the same time within the same class.
Okay.
All that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Can you think of other examples where that would occur in the classroom besides
Mm,
besides actually lots of examples where
no, for the science, it have to when they have to find the stuff amount in the numbers.
exact precise. Yeah, good job. That's another example.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can think of other examples too.
Okay.
So now you have an idea of like old time mode, what
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But I don't think I don't know how that would be in the reading. This in the that one of the learning during reading.
Isaac. So what do you mean by reading?
Because this paper is based on a kid being read to by a parent, and then I'm just trying to see if they demonstrate those five language of aspects, the phonemes, all those syntactics, all those five in the video. They're being read to. They're not. There's no numbers in the stories.
Um, don't limit yourself to mathematics
Mm-hmm.
when you're thinking about interdisciplinary.
It can be the shapes and stuff.
Yeah. Don't limit yourself to that subject.
Mhm.
Interdisciplinary can be other things. For example, explain to me what the story is about that the adult child.
I have for two of the videos, it's the llama book. But the llama books are different. One is the red pajama, llama red pajama, and then one's the one they're at home. The mom or the kid is sick at home with the mom, and then another one is just a book with animals, and then the sounds it makes on the second page. Uh, did did you hear me?
No, uh, it's-
Yeah, like the first two were the llama books. One's the red pajama, and then the other one was the llama was sick at home with the mom, and later on the mom got sick, but it was just a few first few minutes. And then another book was just a animal book with sounds on the second page.
Okay, can you
Yes,
okay, describe the first Llama Llama book.
the so-called
What's that
llama llama
that
red
story?
pajamas.
Yeah, got it. But describe the book. What happens in the book?
So-called is just it's the kids going to bed and asking for the mom to come up from downstairs to put the llama to sleep. That's what that book was about.
That's it?
Yeah, it was mostly the kid in the bed screaming for his mom, and then the mom got a phone call in the downstairs, and then the llama was screaming for the mom, and then the mom came up and asked, "What do you want?" And kind of like, why you calling?" and stuff, and then yeah, for that llama
And
book, but it wasn't like
and
the
why was the kid screaming?
he wanted to be put to sleep. Yeah.
And in the video, was there an actual person reading the book out loud?
Yeah, it was the sister reading to the kid, and it was not really the whole book, it was like the first few pages. It read to I think to the part after the mom got the phone call, and then the kid was crying for the mom, and yeah, it was just to the part where the llama was crying for their mom, the llama mom. Yeah,
Right.
and then they
Okay,
stop around there.
so the adult or sister, whoever it was that reading the book out loud,
Mm-hmm.
how did how did she read the book? Was was she using gestures? Like was she using her body to maybe act out the parts in the book as she was reading them?
No, it was more of the one recording it, which was the mom. She was just reading it and she wasn't holding the book. It was the brother that was holding the book. He was the one flipping the pages for the sister to read. And then she did only went back to one page to make sure she read everything on the page. And then the way she read it was like, I just want to read do this, be done with this, that kind of tone, not like, I'm here to read this book to you. You better listen kind of like tone was just like she wants to just read it and be done with that kind of tone. Yeah. When she read it. Because I just needed like yeah, it was just yeah. It was she wasn't really acting out the words and stuff. It was the mom that was like acting out the sounds, not the sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me see. Uh, yeah, that's a tough one to find any interdisciplinary learning.
Yeah,
Uh,
because most of the videos it was kind of like that. With the mom and the teacher videos, it was that like the mom is a teacher, so she reads in her teacher voice, and then the teacher is reading it in her normal teacher voice. So like, yeah.
yeah. So the multimodal approach
Mm-hmm.
that's that's easy
Mm-hmm.
because whoever's reading the book not only is that person but
Mm-hmm.
they're also speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's multimodal.
Okay. Yes.
Um, and then depending on whether the, the reader uh, shows the child or whoever's listening to the story, whether the reader uh, shows the pictures in the book to the
Mm-hmm.
child, it might be visual. But it kind of sounds like the reader wouldn't do that. It's like you said, they feel like it's a hassle to do this. They just want to get it over with. So, sure the kid pictures or not.
The kid was
But then,
reading looking at the pictures. He was holding the book.
so that's definitely multimodal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
The sister was holding another book, another llama book when she was reading that book. Yeah.
got it. Yeah. Okay. So that's audio
Mm-hmm.
and visual. That's multimodal right
Okay.
there. And it's also because like you said, the child is holding on to a copy of the book.
Mm-hmm.
So the child is flipping through the pages to follow along.
Okay. Yes.
That's also kinesthetic. Audio, visual, child is listening, watching, and flipping through the pages physically. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The interdisciplinary part,
Yes.
I have a hard time uh, figuring out.
Yeah, it's mostly reading and maybe some of the minor descriptions like the color or the sounds, but like, yeah.
Right. But maybe
Mm-hmm.
like describe color and stuff, possibly like that. Or art subjects, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like perhaps.
Okay. Yes.
I guess it just explains. It just depends on how explain it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Because if you want to say that it's interdisciplinary in respect to reading and art, explain why is something art well,
Okay.
yeah, the reader right colors colors are important. Or,
Mm-hmm.
does that make sense though?
Yes.
Move on to
Mm-hmm.
theoretical context and practical application. Knowledge, perspectives on early education. Okay, give the 4 to 5 answers. Name and clearly integrate theoretical perspectives with content learning achievement, and relate the theory or developmentally appropriate practice. as candidate observe the child. With
Because I need to do extra research, and that's number 6 one. Like,
what are the theoretical perspectives?
mm,
A new theoretical perspective.
mm, I think these are so-called those theories about the education of their learning, the yeah, of the learning of the child. I think that's that. Like,
It would be
I think yeah, that's what the so-called in my textbook chapter 2 was about the theorists of their of what they think kids are learning from when they're young to like yeah. I think that part is about that. The theories from the theorists.
so you uh, by
Mhm.
explain what they are. Uh, do that, so you're going to prove to that you know what they are and understand.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So not only do you have integrate that content learning. I'm not exactly sure what content learning, but in order to integrate that with also,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
so does that make sense? That sound like something important?
Mm, yeah, but I think I might struggle with the other part, the DAT thing, the theory. The yeah, the appropriate practice part. Yeah. Just
Uh,
go back and look at the notes. That one.
yeah. Let's see. Uh, so you gotta relate the theory or theories. In this case, theory or theories are theoretical perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Uh, okay, well, first and foremost, you need to know what the
Okay.
Says here, got to be able to relate the theoretical perspective to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
limited arts can hire. Uh, so that last part
Mm-hmm.
is so far.
I think so. Hmm.
So candidate number child. So at some point there must have been a small child.
It was either infant or toddler, yes. Uh-huh.
So that's the place, the theoretical perspective or the perspective that that exhibited as you observe child. Child that you observe,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
uh, then they the perspective.
Yeah, okay.
That sound like something you could do?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes, okay.
Because that's the most that I could help
Mm-hmm.
you on this.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
let's move on to six. Six. Search. Back to the source. Okay, so element six.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And the external material, whether it's articles or books, sure that they are not.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So good.
So do you have sources
I so-called found some. I can make sure they are the right kind of stuff I need, and then yeah, I did find some stuff.
Okay. Well, that's actually the right way to go about it.
Uh,
When you're looking for source material, which is this,
mhm,
it's best to just like a broad search, a wide search,
mhm,
gather as much material as possible. It's basically like the title of a resource looks like it might have something. Go ahead and grab it so that you have like a large supply material. And later on, after you have stuff, then start to care for only stuff stuff that does have fun. Then find out that material actually doesn't have
mhm,
anything.
mhm. Yeah.
That's a good way to approach. All right, does element six make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can make sense of element seven. Children's interaction. About that first family. Clearly and adequately right child caregivers and how the interaction possible for the candidate to learn target point instances of multimodal approach to learning.
I think they met development.
Oh, development. All development. Okay, so you've got to be,
Mhm.
you got to describe child. You have to
Mhm.
uh, how the interaction was or sorry. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So how did the interaction was child the
Mm, okay.
what did was
Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
okay, what's what's that 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 that
Mhm.
visual audio thing those three emotions
Mhm. Okay.
using all Maybe wrong sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sound like something you can
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
do. Hey, Mandy, listen. Do I have you tomorrow?
Yeah. Two.
Okay, great, great. So I tell you what. Took notes. Know what so far with what we covered.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, and pick up where we left off. All right.
Uh.
Maybe mark the rubric with the thoughts. Don't forget.
Yes.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
All right. Now, before you go, type some sit ups here. And I'll start it.
Okay. Um, Go over the rubric for the storybook observation paper, and explain more about what each like I need requirements needed for the paper.
Oh, see what you got. Andy and I met on collaborative group for storybook observations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, notes here. Hey, Mandy, you're all signed out now, and this concludes our session. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh. What's a nine something? Okay.
But home just for this. Spring is right around the corner, and I need to update my wardrobe. So let's see what my stylist is about.
Hello, and welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. Um, it is free, but if you're watching this, you're premium. And I had
Mm.
a few weeks ago